Wait, what? Bro, what? So, ReZero episode 9 just dropped here today, which is the newest episode of season 3. And keep in mind that ReZero went on a break for a few weeks because of the fact they're going to maintain that quality and give us another banger 8 episodes. And they came back swinging with the newest episode here today. We finally got to see a little bit of matchup between our boy Reinhardt and also Subaru versus Greed. I forget the Archbishop's actual name. There's something to it. I'll remember it later. But all you really need to know during this whole sequence, it is pretty much peak. Like the first half of this episode, or quarter, I'd say, is really focused on Priscilla and her just getting dressed to go fight Wrath. And can I just quickly say, they started the bad that episode, and you could tell the animators like Priscilla and like the source material because they held up this one material source that I was seeing people on Twitter talk about, and it was saucy to say the very least, and they absolutely enjoyed drawing it. You can just see it within like her design. Yeah, that was particularly funny to say the very least. Then later on in the episode, we got the first part of our boy Subaru and also Reinhardt going up against Greed. That whole sequence of them intruding in the beginning was awesome, and following up to make jokes against Greed was hilarious because keep in mind, Greed is pretty much invincible. And like how his ability works supposedly is as long as he stops time around himself, like an anomaly, anything he touches becomes pretty much immeasurable speed or has immeasurable like power, right? So kind of busted ability in itself. And Reinhardt's really the only one who can go up against them because like they're both at the best in their world technically. I think Reinhardt's supposed to be like the top 2 strongest people in the entire series supposedly, besides Stella the Witch, or the Witch of Envy, the real witch. So based on all those things, I was expecting Greed to get absolutely bodied and stuff, but man holds his own. It's just funny seeing their interaction because even Greed realizes this guy is a menace because of the fact that he's like, what the hell are you? I can't even like do anything against you because like technically he's invincible, but if you're invincible and have immeasurable speed, but you need to activate your abilities and you're getting constantly clobbered by a guy who's at his best, who can't hurt you, he's just getting outpaced. And the disrespect Reinhardt did to Greed was the best thing in the world. So keep in mind, he has a sword. It's the strongest sword in the world, probably most OP thing of all time, because he literally states before they start fighting, the sword won't come out of Scarab if it's not fighting somebody who's worthy to full its full potential. It's like similar to Saber from Fate and what's it called, Excalibur to some degree. I'm not entirely sure like the whole relationship to that because I know in Fate supposedly her sword's never in the Scarab, but it never goes 100% because the fact there's never one to fight against. So it's the level of disrespect that this guy supposedly has never lost a fight. He's invincible. He has access to some stupid abilities. And that sword at least says, man, that's cool and all, but honestly, you're not really that much of a threat. So Reinhardt just stating that fact makes Subaru laugh, makes me laugh. I'm just like, bro, that is hilarious, bro. Like, dude. Oh my god, man, that disrespect is like crazy. And can I just quickly say, through this whole fight, like our boys getting like, they can't really attack the guy right off the rip because Greed's holding people hostage, which is his wife's of course, and during this whole sequence of events they can't do anything. So he's like, I'll make a deal with you, I'll let her go if you actually like let me take one shot, yeah. And I legitimately thought they were gonna off Reinhardt like they did Goju off screen. Like, spoiler warning, sorry ahead of time. But no, he's not as weak as Goju to say the very least. Reinhardt gets like hit by attack, he's dead for like a second, and he says, lol, divine protection of the Phoenix. I'm over here like, man, that is some bullshit, bro. Even Subaru was like, he was like scared for a second there because like he noticed he was dead. Then he got back up and Subaru's just like, this guy. And through this whole fight, keep in mind, our boy Subaru is trying to talk to Reinhardt during this fight and he can't really get the most clear communication. So during the midway through this fight, upon random, Reinhardt says, yeah, I have telepathy now. Cool. Man can literally just wish for any divine blessing he wants. My question with it is now, can he wish for the divine blessing of like what a Greed had? Like, I know Greed's ability is stupid. It's like similar to Accelerator's Vector Shield. Could, in theory, Reinhardt wish for a divine blessing similar to Greed's? I'm not entirely sure how that works. Supposedly it's supposed to be a witch's or something like that, a witch's ability. So I'm not sure if he can at least wish for something similar to that or above that. I don't know. Somebody will have to let me know in the comments down below if that's possible, because if that's the case, I'm surprised he hasn't done that already. We just get the fight going up to the Priscilla and the Wrath, and that fight just hilarious. These two are just like, how we're gonna go up against her in this fight? Well, you're gonna come with me because Al's doing something right now. And we never specified on what he's exactly doing, but Priscilla makes a mention that the cult hasn't really taken care of the guy who knows where the body is for the witch, because keep in mind, the witch his body is like a nuclear reactor that's powering the whole city. So they need to keep somebody alive to know where that information is. Now keep in mind, the 10 council is supposed to be people who know where the witch's body's at. And supposedly all of them are just, you know what I'm saying? There's only one person in the council alive, and somebody's been halting their plans. And we could probably make the assumption it's Al, and that's based on logic or my point of view, because keep in mind, we haven't seen Al in this episode the whole time. So he's off screen doing something, and I think what that something is that, unless it's somebody else, but I can't logically think of anyone else during the process who's doing stuff, because Mimi, keep in mind, is out cold. The other girl who is out cold is like sick still. And so yeah, I will say though, Priscilla versus Wrath, I'm looking at that fight, they both, like, when Wrath came in the fight, it was like top notch, high animation quality, and Priscilla just smirks her with her, and her smirk is that like high level notch, like the people love drawing her. So I think the fight is gonna get the most love in the world, and I'm excited for that one. We also got the fight between the guy who's a sword saint versus the other sword saint who's being manipulated with, like, puppet strings. Man's fuming. Man is pissed that his wife's being manipulated because she's dead body, keep in mind. And our other boy, Super, is like Buddy, who's his bodyguard, who's a tiger guy, because I don't remember his name, I keep forgetting. This guy is fuming because of the fact that he's fighting this guy with 6 arms, and 6 arm put 2 arms out against his back, so he's now using 4 arms. And he doesn't like being underestimated. And keep in mind, he is holding his own this fight, but he's starting to do some stupid maneuvers, and I'm just like, why are you doing that attack? He literally just got caught in the wall. And keep in mind, he is still annoyed at the fact that the fight he fought against that one chick, the assassin, he won by mere luck. So he didn't technically officially win, and he hates that fact so much he gets PTSD about it. So I feel like our boy is definitely gonna pack it up within the next few episodes to be like, I need to be able to do better. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to hold my own, because like when I was in the sanctuary, I was top dog. Now that I'm in a pond with a lot more fish, I'm not the big fish anymore. So he's getting to realize that fact, and he's gonna start improving, hopefully ponding, because I feel like he has a lot of potential. I don't think he'll be top 10 most strongest people at the end of the series, but I think he can be top 25. You know what I'm saying? I'm not entirely sure that it's gonna be accurate though. There's a lot of like world building I feel like still left for the series, because supposedly there's a lot more chapters in light novel and stuff. So that's my thoughts at least. But we end off the episode with the actual chick Lust, who not actually fighting the knights and stuff, or our boys, that tiger guy, because she's not actually officially there. So her body was there, but not her. So lo and behold, we figured out that she found out the girl who took the other Dragon Blood besides Subaru, and she's going after her for some reason. Not sure why. Supposedly the assassin girl and the other little assassin from the previous assassin are related to her in some degree. So maybe she's trying to adopt the chick who just took her Dragon Blood, but that doesn't make too much sense. I feel like she's just trying to get rid of the evidence. I'm not really quite sure what's going on with that, but the way she gets inside the council area where she's being at, she literally shapeshifts midway through the process, starts yelling and bantering about, oh, they're gonna do this and that. Because keep in mind, they were trying to take back the town, so she's mimicking what they said earlier. And that shit's scary, because keep in mind, the other girl who's watching her heal is half awake, just listening, people walking. She's just like slowly waking up, realizing what's going on. And when she realizes it goes on, she turns around the door, just sees this thing nihilist its face, change degrees and all that jazz, and just gives her an absolute scare, and realizes just, oh shit. Like, she's already like flabbergasted because of the disgust. But now she's like, oh, the witch's lust is here. So I don't know how she's gonna put up against that. Keep in mind, one girl's pretty much practically on death's door, and the other girl is half awake, not fully ready, and I don't feel like she's practically the strongest, so I'm not telling you what's gonna happen with that. But now the question is, how are they gonna deal with greed? How are they gonna deal with lust? And how's the fight with Priscilla gonna turn out? That's gonna be the question for next episode. I'm looking forward to this so much. This episode was absolutely fantastic. I'll probably show some like B-roll shots here of me reacting to some stuff, but man, they cooked. I think the next 7 episodes are going to be absolutely amazing. And supposedly after the next 7 episodes, we're going to go on their hiatus and then resume with some more episodes based on everything. My only concern with this series for ReZero right now, anytime there's a hiatus for a series, people forget about it. And if people don't remember when the next episode date is, even if it doesn't get enough promotion or people just don't find it too interesting, they can forget, and then the value of the show might like not get as much eyes on it. So I think this episode is going to do well just because it's ReZero, but I'm still kind of concerned at the fact that they're going to go on a hiatus after this one, and we'll see what happens with that. I've seen a few YouTube videos right now that are only like 500 to 600 views right now on YouTube, and you keep in mind, these are big people who are doing their videos on it. So I assume when some other people cover the videos, more people are going to watch the series and realize, oh, ReZero's out today? I think that's gonna be the happen. But yeah, what are your guys' honest thoughts about the new episode of ReZero? Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? What's your honest thoughts about Zilla? I think everyone's gonna love her. I'm not gonna lie, she's bad, to say the very least. But if you guys enjoyed my review / reaction here today, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed. I'll see you for now on. We're going to react to Solo Leveling's next episode. I was supposed to like react to it here today, but I'm running low on time because I had to work on some other stuff for YouTube. So I'll see you around, okay?